The sixth point you need to remember when it comes to section 11 and priority dates is that the priority can come from an earlier application. We understand this in subsection 3 capital A, where a complete specification based on a previously filed application in India is important because it talks about a situation where if you are going to claim priority within India, say by filing a provisional and followed by a complete, in cases where there are two applications filed and one application is a complete and it takes the priority from an earlier application, insofar as they are filed in India, it has to be within 12 months and you can take the priority from the first disclosed matter. So in India is important because if it is internationally, you could go beyond the 12 months period. If it's internationally, and when we deal with multiple priorities, we'll see instances where the priority can be taken from a document which is even more than 12 months old. It can be done, especially when you take the PCT route, you can take a priority from a document which is not filed within 12 months because PCT gives you that flexibility. But within India, it says on a previously filed application in India has been filed within 12 months. So that's a requirement in India from the date of the application and the claim is fairly based on the matter disclosed. The priority date of the claim shall be the date of the previously filed application in which the matter was first disclosed. It simply says that if you file two applications within a span of 12 months, the latter application can take the priority from the earlier application, provided the matter is fairly based. Now, this is an overlap with what we saw in subsection 2. It is definitely an overlap, but it gives you on how to take priority from previously filed applications in India insofar as they are within 12 months. The seventh point is priority of divisionals. Now we get from subsection 4 where a complete specification has been filed in pursuance of section 16(1) and the claim is fairly based on the matter disclosed in any of the earlier specifications, provisional or complete. The priority date of the claim shall be the date of filing of that specification in which the matter was first disclosed. In effect, it means divisionals take the priority of the parent. That is what it means. Divisionals take the priority of the parent because the parent was the application in which the matter was first disclosed. When you come to 16(1), we can see that. It's a very simple principle, but it's reiterated separately for divisionals. The eighth point to remember, when a single claim has multiple priorities, choose the earliest date. Because you always want to choose the earliest priority because you don't want to be hit by any intervening priority. So when there are multiple priorities for the same claim, choose the earliest date. We get this from subsection 5, where under the foregoing provisions of this section, any claim of a complete specification has two or more priority dates. The priority date of the claim shall be the earlier or earliest of those dates. So sometimes claims will have multiple priorities, so you choose the earliest priority. The ninth thing that you'll have to remember, and this is the foundational or the fundamental rule. It's a surprise that the foundational or the basic principle comes down the line. In sub-rule 6, it gives you the rule. Everything that you have been seeing so far are the exceptions. Okay. Now here is the rule. In any case to which subsections 2, 3, 3a, 4 and 5 do not apply, which means where there is an earlier document and a later filed complete specification trying to take priority from that earlier document, in all the situation you found there was an earlier disclosure. 6 introduces a case where there is no earlier disclosure. Your first disclosure is the complete. The priority date of the claim, subject to provisions of 137, which is on international applications, on multiple priorities, be the date of filing the complete specification. You understand this as if a person is going to file an ordinary application in India, and we are not bringing PCT or multiple priorities into the picture. If a person is going to file a complete specification just in India, and that the first application is the only application he is filing. He is not filing a provisional. There is no earlier disclosure and grace period, anticipation, exceptions to anticipation, nothing of that kind. The first disclosure is made to the patent office by way of a complete specification. Then the date of filing is the priority date. This is the rule. Please try to understand. 6 is the rule. All the things you have been seeing so far have been the exceptions. The rule is that priority date is the date of filing the application. So if you are in doubt, you don't know about multiple disclosures, nothing. There is only one disclosure, and that is a complete specification. The priority date is the date of filing. This is what I call the normal case. Priority date is the date of filing. The 10th thing that you need to remember when it comes to section 11 is that the priority date can change when it comes to post-dating and antedating. Post-dating and antedating are two concepts wherein you can shift the date of the application. You would have filed an application on an earlier date and you can give up that date, or you would want to claim an earlier date. So post-dating is where you give up priority and choose a later date. Antedating is where you claim an earlier date. So antedating is in the case of divisionals, and post-dating normally you have it in the case of cancelled provisionals. So you find that in subsection 7, the reference to the date of filing of application of a complete specification in this section, in cases where there has been post-dating under 9 and section 17. 9 we have already seen post-dating. Post-dating is when you cancel a provisional. Section 17 we'll be looking at that. That's the only thing that remains when we cover section 17, as the case may be. Or antedating under 16. Antedating is divisional. Divisional is the child always takes the priority of the parent. So that is antedating. Though the child is filed later, it claims the priority of the parent. Now ante and post, you know the common meanings of those words. So in these two cases, the priority date will be changed to the date as so post-dated or antedated. Very simple. So you have a priority date. If you post-date it, you shift it to a later date. You have a priority date. If you antedate it, you shift the priority date to an earlier date. And the last thing you need to remember when it comes to section 11 and priority is that priority preserves novelty. And this is the foundational principle. This is the concept on which priority is based. It preserves novelty. We get this from subsection 8. A claim in a complete specification of a patent shall not be invalid. And when we talk about invalidity here, we are talking about anticipation and novelty. It's in that sense. By reason only of publication or use, and these terms you will find in section 64. Section 64 talks about different types of anticipation. Anticipation by prior publication, anticipation by prior use. Same thing with section 25 as well, the grounds of opposition. So you'll find that these are all anticipation by publication, anticipation by use of an invention, so far as claimed in that claim on or after the priority date of such claim. So as long as the priority is preserved, any publication on or after the priority date does not affect the novelty. So the novelty is preserved. And the second thing is that the grant of another patent which claims the invention, so far as the claims in the first mentioned claim in a claim of the same or the latter priority date, also will not be treated as affecting the novelty. This is important because this normally happens when you file multiple applications in different jurisdictions. Some jurisdictions where you filed later on may be quick in prosecution and you may get a patent granted there. Still, a granted patent, when it comes to the same invention, will not make the earlier invention invalid so long as the priority is the same or a later date. So bear this in mind. So this is another issue that could happen when you file applications in different jurisdictions. We mentioned this in the context of patent families. So because families are linked by priority, by the concept of priority, as long as they are all linked by the concept of priority, even if a later filed application in a particular jurisdiction gets granted, it does not anticipate the application because they have the same priority, or the granted patent may have a latter priority. So as long as it is the same priority or the latter priority, it does not affect the validity of the earlier application. These are the broad principles that we wanted to cover. We just covered 11 principles or 11 points.